Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my online class on behalf of Milestone School and College. I am your business entrepreneurship teacher, Farida Yasmin, and I would like to conduct your today's class. So, are you ready with your book, dear? At the starting, let's recall what have we learned in our previous class. In which chapter we were? Yes, we have started the first chapter in our previous class, and first chapter is about introduction to business. Do you remember which topic was there from chapter? Okay, in previous lesson you have learned the definition of business. What is business? Economic activities with a view to making profit are termed as business if it is done legally or in right way. Then you have learned what are the features of business. Some features of business are monetary value, risk factor, profit making, sense of morality, and social responsibility. Then describe the evolution of business. The evolution of business can be classified as primitive age, middle age, and modern age. And the last topic was write the classification of business. Modern business can be classified in three following types. Number 1, industry. Number 2, commerce. And number 3, direct service. Do you remember all those topics from your previous class? I hope you have remembered all. Let's have a look what will be the learning outcome of today's class. Today we will learn the importance of business environment in Bangladesh. So, today we will start by the importance of business. Students, as you have learned that all the economic activities operated to make profit will be treated as business if it is done legally and in right way. This was the definition of business. Now, why this is important? Though business is considered as economic activities, it contributes to the overall development of the socio-economic and political condition of a country. In the modern world, the importance of business is infinite. Like the countries that are the peak of development are developed in the sectors of business as well. Through business, proper utilization of resources is possible and it quickens the development of the economic condition of a country. Business actually contributes in savings. Thus, formation of capital happens and national income increases. Business also helps to create employment for the unemployed. Business develops the research and creative activities. It helps to exchange cultural views in addition to exchange of goods and services. New cities and ports emerge for the sake of business. That means in total we can say that the importance of business are the revenue generation, the economic growth, it improves standard of living, bulk production, innovation, generates employment, market expansion, etc. As example, if you start any type of business after passing your SSC exam like crafting or selling your painting, etc., you can start a entrepreneurship or a business. By this way you can earn your own profit. After a few days you can expand your business, and on that business you can give some employment to unemployed person. By this way you are making profit and you are improving their standard of living, and in total the economic section of our country is developing. That is why we are saying that the importance of business is immense. Now student, our next topic is business environment. So let's see what is business environment, or what you can understand from business environment. Generally, economic activities with a view to making a profit are termed as business, but it has to be concerned about the social responsibility too. And this was the definition of business. Let's see what is the definition of environment. Environment is the combination of all the elements influencing the lifestyle and economic activities of the people of a particular region. So in total, from this definition of business and definition of environment, we can say the definition of business environment like this way. Business environment means all of the internal and external factors that affect how the company functions, including employees, customers, management, supply, and demand of business regulations. Like the elements of environment are what? Geography, climate, rivers, mountains, forests, nationality, religion, education, etc. Business environment thus can be defined as the combination of all the natural and artificial elements directly or indirectly influencing the formation of business organization, its activities and development or deterioration. The development of business condition of a certain place depends on the environment of business. Now, the classification of business environment. Though there are various types of business environment, they are classified as the following 6 main categories. Number 1, natural. Number 2, economic. Number 3, political. Number 4, social. Number 5, legal. And number 6, technical. As you can see, there is a chart from your book. It was given on your book page 8 for you better understand what do you mean by business environment or what are the elements of business environment. Here you can see business environment is classified in 6 types: natural environment, economic environment, social environment, political environment, legal environment, and technological environment. Natural environment includes climate, landscape, natural resources, rivers. Economic environment includes saving and investment, capital, money, and banking. Social environment includes nation, religious belief, consumers' perception, human resource, education and culture, history, etc. Then what are in political environment? Government, sovereignty, law and discipline, political stability, government policy, international relation, etc. are included in political environment. Then legal environment, commercial law, industrial law, environment protection law, consumer interest and protection law. Dear student, here you can see a law and discipline were in political environment and several laws are included in legal environment. So don't be mixed up these two topics. This law is overall a law and discipline of a country, and these laws are the individual laws that are included in legal environment. Now the last class is technological environment. Technology learning, technical efficiency, technology-based institution, opportunity of importing technology, information and communication technology. These are the elements of technological environment. Here you can see all of these elements are influencing the lifestyle and economic activities of the people of a particular region. That is why business environment are classified in these 6 categories. Now the next topic is business environment in Bangladesh. Here we may go to the flashback of our business sector. That means the previous condition of business in Bangladesh. What was that? Let's see. Bangladesh is an agro-based developing country, but the contribution of business to economy, specifically industry and commerce, has been increasing every year. Once upon a time, this area was famous worldwide for trade and commerce. Reputation of Sonargaon for making muslin cloth and Chittagong for shipbuilding spread all over the world. So students, let's take a glimpse of muslin cloth. Do you know about muslin cloth? Muslin cloth is a type of cloth that you may enter a full sari into a small finger ring. This is the specialty of muslin cloth. Muslin cloth made in Sonargaon, its adjacent area, used to be exported to countries in Europe and Africa. Trade and commerce. Business in this area was so developed that it used to directly compete with the historically famous Tamralipto and Shoptogram. The fame of business of these regions spread around Europe and beyond the countries of East. The Portuguese arrived here in 1600 AD and started business. They used to call Shoptogram as Porto Pequeno or Small Port and Chittagong as Porto Grande or Big Port. Long ago, allured by the reputation of business, the Arabs came here and established business with our ancestors. From this history or flashback, there is some important point or important question, multiple choice question for you. You may highlight this on your book or you may memorize this carefully. When did the Portuguese arrive here? Portuguese arrived here in 1600 AD. Then what was Shoptogram called? Shoptogram was called as Porto Pequeno. And what is Porto Pequeno mean? Porto Pequeno means small port. And Chittagong was known as Porto Grande. And the meaning of Porto Grande is big port. Let's learn about shipbuilding history. Our country was also famous for conducting business through sea. Sea-going ships were also built in this country. As per statement made by Chinese tourist Mr. Ma Huan, Roman Emperor did not like the dock and ship of Alexandria and had selected to make his ships from Chittagong, perceiving its superiority of construction technique. There were a number of shipbuilding dockers of efficient local architect at Halishahar and Potenga of Chattogram. The dockyards of the place then buzzed with the sound of hammer. Then businessmen of this country owned hundreds of ships. Famous historian W. Hunter stated that those shipbuilding dockyards maintained their reputation till 1875. Here is the picture of the Chittagong port where the business is conducting through sea. Students, in this competitive world, it is difficult to sustain in a business if the environmental elements are not supportive. The environmental elements of business are discussed below in context to Bangladesh. First, the natural environment of our country. Most of the elements of natural environment in Bangladesh are supportive for business, like natural gas, coal, limestone, hard rock, crude oil, forest resources, numerous rivers bounded by sea, etc. Next, economic element of environment in context of Bangladesh. Generally, the element of economic environment are money and banking system, contribution of agriculture and industry, savings and investment mentality, government assistance, etc. In Bangladesh, some of the economic elements have strong base, but most of them are very weak. If these constraints are removed, Bangladesh can advance more rapidly for development in business. Let's see what are the social elements of business environment in our country. The social elements are nationality, religious belief, consumers' perception, human resource, education and culture, science and technology. These elements in Bangladesh are positive for expansion of business. From national, historical and cultural context, people of this country are liberal, industrious and creative. Then the next topic is political environment in Bangladesh. Sound law and order situation, positive industry and trade policy, good relationship with neighboring country and others country are the element of political environment. But in our country, the political environment are not all time suitable. The above mentioned elements of political environment in Bangladesh are not in a position of optimum level. By removing all the negative elements such as labor unrest, strike and hartal, etc., the political environments of our business can be improved in Bangladesh. Then, legal elements of business environment in our country. Designing law relating to environment and consumer, preparing industry and investment-friendly law, implementing laws for anti-corruption, anti-nepotism, and anti-tolling friendly to industry and investment can also be ensured to develop our business and trade. And the last element of business environment is technological environment. High-tech machineries and technology-based institution, information and communication technology, etc. are the elements of technological environment in our country. Technological development makes the production process easier. As a result, both quantity and quality of production also increase. In Bangladesh, most of the elements of technological environment are positive. Use of technology is increasing gradually in all sectors of business. In conclusion, we can say that it is necessary to develop the environmental elements influential for business and industry. We all have to come forward along with government to make a supportive and positive environment for industry and trade. So students, in summary, we can precisely describe our today's class like this way. Today we have learned the importance of business. Revenue generation, economic growth, improved standard of living, bulk production, innovation, generates employment, market expansion, etc. are the importance of business. Then we have learned the definition of business environment. Business environment means all the internal and external factors that affect how the company functions, including employees, customers, management, supply, and demand of business regulations. After that, we have learned about the element of business environment. The business environment can be classified into 6 main categories: natural environment, economic environment, social environment, political environment, legal environment, and technological environment. So students, that is how the chapter 1 has ended. Now it's time to collect your today's homework. Today your homework is learn book page 1 to 12 and practice exercise of chapter 1. Dear students, before leaving my class, I have a small suggestion for you, and that is learn by heart. At this moment, that is at the age of 9 and 10, business studies is a whole new thing to learn for you. If you understand these topics very well, it will be helpful for you to be stronger later. So, try to learn each and every topic at least thrice. First for understanding, second for memorizing, and third for applying or for the examination. Thank you very much for being with me. I hope you have understand all the topics of today's lesson. and enjoyed too. Thanks again for watching my class. That's all for today. Assalamu alaikum and Allah Hafiz.